Awesome. So Angela Pipersburg here. It has been such a tremendous day. What a day of great inspiration, a great great teaching, aha moments. My goodness, we are filled to overflowing. And with me here is Millicent Witherspoon. And Millicent has been serving Leadercast events for a number of years. And we want to know why. Why are you here, Millicent? You're not in the you're not in the marketplace anymore. You're not in the work field per se, but then yet you make the time to be a part of this great learning environment. Why?
Because this is a great time of fellowship, a great time to find out about different businesses and just to see how different business people are functioning. And you get to learn quite a bit. It's very exciting.
Now, what can we do to, engage our, senior population and really, especially those that are retired, and say, come out and be a part of this, come and serve, or just come and attend and come and learn? Like, what is your recommendation?
My recommendation is that you have gifts and abilities and talents, and it's just great to be able to share with others. You'll be surprised how much you learn. It's just absolutely exciting.
Wow. And the thing about it is that potential does not retire. And so we just thank God for you. Millicent, thank you so much for being here and for being a part of this and for continuing to serve at Chamber events. We couldn't do it without you.
Thank you so much for having me here. It was a great time.
Awesome. Very, very good. And so, we just want to encourage you, go to kingdomchamberofcommerce.org to learn more about the Kingdom Chamber, to learn more about our events. And if you're a senior, we want to connect with you. Why? Because we know that there's potential inside of you. There's experiences that we want to tap into, and we want to partner with you. We want you to deposit in us what you're carrying, like we do with Millicent, all the gifts and the talents that you bring, and I want you to know what a blessing you are to us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Again, we're at Leadercast Live 2019. My goodness, it's been an amazing experience, and Gloria is here with us. And Gloria, you've been to so many of our events, and tell me about your experience this year.
Oh my, what an experience. From the front of the house all the way to the back of the house, there was such love, such encouragement, such a wonderful feeling. The Lord was all up in here today. The presentations were awesome. I just walked away with so much.
Was there a speaker that really impacted you? And if so, would you like to share a little more?
Carla was a woman that just touched a lot of parts of my life. She touched a lot of things that I've been going through and how to handle. And I think Sister Gail King, she really showed me how to be humble. She showed me the patience that there is. And Sister Angela, you were just awesome as always.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that's awesome. So again, Carla Harris really had an impact, on us. And again, as she shared that Gail King had an impact on her, it was just phenomenal. Listen, what do you say for those who were not here?
2020.
2020. We'll see you May 7th, 2020, kingdomchamberofcommerce.org. Yay! So here we are, Leadercast Live 2019. And my goodness, have we had a day of inspiration, just a day of the overflow. And we want to hear from Pastor Roosevelt Taylor, who has been attending Leadercast for a number of years, because it's only a couple days after his birthday. So Pastor Ro, tell us your experience.
Well, my experience has been amazing. First of all, thanks to Minister Angela for the work that she does to make sure that this is done in excellence. I've learned so much since I've been here, since I've been coming. I think that this was one of the greatest years that I've come, and I really have enjoyed, since the duration of the entire Kingdom Chamber of Commerce event, Leadercast, I've enjoyed Andy Stanley. Andy Stanley has been one of my all-time favorites. He breaks it down, he gives it to you in bite-sized pieces, and he makes it tangible enough and practical enough so that you can walk in what he's delivering. So again, this has been an invaluable experience for me. I leave excited and charged up and ready to do what I've been commissioned to do. And I'm excited about it. So thank you again for allowing me to come for my birthday and sharing this wonderful occasion with you and the rest of the folks here today. So thank you.
And what do you say to those who are not here, and how can we get them to show up?
Wow, you got to get here. I think it's all about choices, and I love to say that, life is filled with choices. Choices are long-lasting and they're life-changing. So one choice that you make will change your life forever. And so make the choice to attend. And you might not have been able to come this year, but I look forward to seeing you next year at a chamber event. God bless you.
That's Pastor Roosevelt Taylor. God bless. My name is Angela Pipersberg, Kingdom Chamber of Commerce, and we're here at Leadercast Live 2019. It has been such a phenomenal, transformational event. This is our 10th year hosting this event, and each year it just gets better and better and better. And with me today is Clayford Reed from Reed's Electrical. And Clayford, tell me about your experience.
This morning, it just was unbelievable. It just made me feel so comfortable. It made me feel like at home. The atmosphere was just so much information, and this information is what we need to do our business. And I'm just going to go back with so much vast knowledge of information that I can't wait to implement in my business.
Wow! And is this your first Leadercast event?
Yes, and I'm sort of upset. This is the first one I have experienced, and I think this year, 10th year. I do want you to forgive me for not being attending the previous years, but I guarantee from this day forward, I would definitely be a part of it. I'm so excited. I think God is doing a wonderful thing, and I want to be a part of it.
And now, Clay, talk to me also about, you're an entrepreneur, and for many business leaders, they say, well, it's hard for me to leave my business to come out and be a part of this, as much as they would want to take advantage of the information and what is shared. What advice do you have to, because you're an entrepreneur as well, what advice would you have for them?
I think, first of all, you have to believe that with the vision that you have for the business, it will run with the staffing that you already put in place. So someone has to take the lead and be taught or to go to another level. And so the advice I will give is to believe that God has something in store for you to take your business to another level. So I definitely want to take this event, would encourage you to definitely don't miss the next event.
And then tell me a little bit about, what you do, your business.
My business is a small business, and we focus more on small developing companies that's starting out. We found that small business cultivate the community. It's a striving business that actually involved with community, lives with the community, and that's where we focus. So we focus on a small area in the electrical field where we come in and we personalize your dream. We make it come true. And we give you a vision in terms of what size of power capacity that you may need, what kind of design, luminaire, lighting, fixtures, outlet, safety event, so your business can operate in a safely manner.
Wow. So this is Clayford Reed with Reed's Electrical, and he's bringing light to the marketplace. Glad to have you here, Clayford.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. With me here today, again at Leadercast Live for the very first time, is one of our partners from Miami, Florida. And this is Pastor Yvonne. And Pastor Yvonne, tell us about your experience. Wow, what made you come all the way here? And then what did you come expecting? And what are you walking away with?
What made me come here is the fact that, God orchestrated my connection with KCC, and how from that connection, everything shifted in our ministry. So I said, you know what? Within such a small amount of time, how, God used KCC to expand, the ministry. So I cannot miss Leadercast Live. I have to be here.
That's awesome. What were you expecting, and what are you walking away with just from the first 3 sessions? Was there one speaker that really impacted you?
Dr. Caroline Leaf spoke volume about what we've been doing in the ministry, about, self-care, mental self-care, the importance of, being a sober mind in order to do whatever God has called you to do, regardless if it is in parenting, or in the business, or in the ministry. But self-care, mental self-care is very important, and I really think it's a great thing to focus on.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Pastor Yvonne. And again, the name of your ministry and a one-liner about what your ministry does.
Barnabas Community Ministries. Our focus is in the community, is to empower the community and bringing awareness on health, awareness on homelessness, awareness on parenting, awareness on Christian leadership, bringing awareness, and so also the young adults can have a passion and serving, because we need them to come and serve, and living and breathing the kingdom God has, placed inside of them.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome. So again, you just heard from Pastor Yvonne, one of her partners from Miami, Florida, who's here at Leadercast for the first time. And what a wonderful experience. And so glad to have you, Pastor.
Thank you.
God bless you. Wonderful. So with me here at Leadercast Live is Karen Frazier. And Karen, I believe, is this your first Leadercast?
It is.
Oh my goodness. And we want to hear about your experience.
Oh man, this is great. It's great. I just feel like I'm being poured into and I'm bursting right now, and we're not even, I don't think, halfway through. But I just thank God for this experience, just for the information that has been given, just for even the energy that is in this room and the excitement. Everybody, you can see everybody is just soaking it in, and I just feel like I'm being poured into just to be able to give more out. And that's what I'm looking forward to, just being able to capture all that I am able to capture, and then being able to strengthen and empower somebody else with that information.
Wow, being poured into so she can pour out. I love it. And you brought a team with you. Tell me, with this being your first, and why were you so excited about giving others an opportunity to experience Leadercast as well?
Well, when I heard about Leadercast and the whole concept, I thought about different individuals that I know of who I felt would really be excited as I was when I heard about it. So I invited a pastor, I invited a couple of individuals who we work together in the ministry, and we all have a mindset for growth. We all have a mindset not only for individual growth, but to help others to grow. So when I heard about Leadercast, I thought about these individuals right away and told them about it, and they too were just excited, and they're here as well.
That's awesome. And what is your advice to business leaders as to why they must be at Leadercast 2020? Because they can't come now, but why Leadercast 2020?
Well, I'm one to know that when you come to events, it seems like, at least the events that I have been to, that I've gone like to different events, the same event year after year, it gets better and better. And this event today, this is mind-boggling, it's mind-blowing. And I know that next year, I just can't imagine how it's just going to continue to build. And like I said, the information that you receive is just so vast. And whatever type of leadership you are involved with, you will gain something from Leadercast. No matter what it is that you're doing in life, no matter what it is that you want to do, I truly believe that Leadercast will be one of the answers to your continuous growth.
Well, thank you so much. And again, I had Karen with me. And Karen, your company, real quickly, and one-liner about what you do.
My company is Healing Leaves for You, and basically I help people get well physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and even financially.
Wow, there it is. Karen Frazier, Healing Leaves for You. Wonderful. So we're here at Leadercast, and my goodness, we've had an amazing day hours and hours of leadership development. And I have Becca with me and Brian from Mathnasium, the Math Learning Center. And tell me what your experience was like, Becca. You came out of the office and you were here with all these leaders. What are your takeaways?
It was so much fun. I met so many wonderful people. It's such a loving community. It's my first year, so I had a fantastic time. Hopefully I'll be back next year.
That's awesome, awesome, awesome. Was there a speaker that really impacted you? And if so, can you share?
Carla Harris, I think, really, it was amazing how she connected, even though she was, halfway across the country. Incredible.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And for you, Brian, I mean, I'm so thankful. What you see here is really an employer-employee relationship, and it was so wonderful every year how Brian just pours into his team members, and that's why they stay around and they come year after year. And so tell us a little bit about your experience and why do you bring your staff? Why is it so important to you?
Well, I'm coming here getting leadership skills. I want my staff to know what I know so that when I leave, if I need to take off for anything, the center can run the way I want it to because they're leading the way I would like them to. So, I mean, it's just important that I develop my people. It's just this has been one of the best, if not the best, Leadercasts I've been to. The other ones were great, but this one really hit home. It was very good.
Yep. And also for you, was there a speaker that really impacted you, or maybe a couple of speakers, and you want to share?
All of them. Can I pick out any? Well, I love Andy Stanley. He's just amazing. And that tic-tac-toe board we put up, I actually took notes this time. I generally can't take notes and listen at the same time, but I was able to put down a couple of reminders on that tic-tac-toe, and I'll be using them, and I see some things that I can improve on and some things we need to talk about.
Yay. Yay. So this will definitely be awesome as you guys go back and share with the remainder of the team. And what is your advice, Brian, for other employers, who may not want to close their office and who may not see maybe, it would be wonderful, but then I have to get my staff to stop working. What do you say to them?
Come. Forget about that. This is where you need to be. It's very impactful. I think all three of us, because I have another one here too, all three of us got something out of it. We've all got ideas, and as some of the speakers were saying, we are a team and we talk. So we're going to be discussing this, and you're hurting yourself and your business if you don't come here.
Wow, you hear that? You're hurting yourself and your business if you don't come here. And you're hurting yourself and your business if you don't bring your team with you. You got to invest in your team. And so, Brian, thank you so much. Becca, thank you so much. And I'm excited to see what's in store for Mathnasium as we get ready to go into a new decade. Thank you so much for being here. We're live at Leadercast, and with me I have two amazing future leaders, and we have Jazz and we also have Haley, and they've been attending Leadercast for a number of years, and I just want to hear what their experience is. Jazz?
So I had a great experience this year at Leadercast. We got to hear from a variety of speakers. There were so many things that we learned about, from being the ideal team member to being your authentic self. It was just a really great time. I learned things with me that will last a lifetime, and I'm really glad to have been a part of this.
Wonderful, wonderful. And future Dr. Haley Pipersburg?
Yeah, I can definitely agree on being your authentic self, especially in the workplace when everyone is competing with each other. It's really important just to be your own person and to lead on your own, and it's a really great thing today.
Wonderful. And now, what do you say to those others to be able to get them here? College students, those that are new graduates. What can we do? Is this an environment you recommend for them? And then how do we get them here?
Definitely an environment that I would recommend. These are things that you don't learn in class. This is things you learn from people who've been there, who've done this, and they've had that experience, and they are sharing that with us. So it's not something you're going to learn in the classroom. So you have to really seek out events like this. I would say if ever the opportunity arises, take advantage because you won't regret it.
Wow, Haley.
Yep, definitely an event you don't want to miss. This is nothing you can get online. This is authentic things, and it's really amazing. So you have to come out.
Wonderful. So you heard from two future leaders. We look forward to seeing you at Leadercast 2020.
2020. Awesome.